What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Alright, so look, I went to record some videos for y'all yesterday. Halfway through, my damn microphone, the audio came out. So we're gonna, I don't know. Should I got a question real quick. So should I cut? It was like 20 minutes into the video. Then the sound went out. Should I cut that and then re-record the last 20 minutes and put it together, or put like that first 20 minutes out and then throw another 20 minutes out? Like, would y'all want to see that video? It was interesting. It was the one about the girl and the dude that got the YouTube channel, and they were trying to like expose Chris, which made them look stupid. But that's what that was about. And this video right here, Queen Naja's sister Tina responds after Chris Sale drags Queen's mom. Clarence DM Chris Sales. This shit right here. It was basically this, but I watched the Diamond Life's video. So if y'all want to see that, let me know. I kind of just like got a little annoyed, so I just left it alone. But let's go ahead
just
and
Google LLC Taylor Brands. It's totally easy. You pick a state.
Recently, Chris Sales DM'd this young lady he thought was single, but she really has a boyfriend.
All right, so how it all started? Checkmate. We was in NYC the whole time. This makes like, is this the dude? I can't tell. I think that's a dude. This shit is corny, bro. This shit is corny, bro. You in Houston right now. Yeah, I leave Sunday or Monday. Who you with? Just my daughter. Visit my mom. Come see me. I'm at the movies with my daughter right now. What you doing tomorrow? This is corny. Like, how you gonna try to set him up? But y'all, you got a whole relationship, bro. Like, this just screams to me like attention seeking. Like, oh, he's in some stuff right now. Let me try to profit off of it. Like, and I went to their YouTube channel too, bro, cause the Diamond Life had posted it. But like, they whole YouTube channel look corny, bro. It looked corny. It looked like they do a lot of shit for views. It looked like they do a lot of stuff for money. Like, I feel like they just some cornballs.
But Chris at the time did not know that she had a man because she told him that she was single.
Exactly. So how you gonna try to expose him when you over here lying for attention?
It's given Chris didn't give a damn about the boyfriend. But anyway, the girl's boyfriend was in on the whole.
Wait, the boyfriend's pictures was on the page? Is that what it said?
His boyfriend.
Go back, bro. The boyfriend picture is all over her IG page. Yeah, that's a little weird, bro.
His boyfriend was in on the whole situation from the very beginning. Since Chris Sales DM'd her first, he told her to keep talking to Chris Sales, get him comfortable, and maybe he will spill some tea. Now, the boyfriend must know something that we don't know, okay? Because Chris Sales was way too comfortable.
Bro, Chris was way too comfortable. Now, this is a video that I had made yesterday. Yeah, once again, y'all tell me if you want me to drop it. But he was way too comfortable giving out personal information about Queen. It was literally mostly about Queen and her family. He didn't hardly say shit about himself. A couple things he did say was that he knew that he tore her down, which is wild to me. He was talking about how she was insecure. Like, he was talking about a bunch of stuff, bro. Calling the mama fat and big and all this shit. It was crazy, bro.
With a lot of these conversations. They had 3 conversations in total, and he spilled a lot of tea on Queen Naja, Clarence, Mama Reva, and Queen's brother. Some of the stuff we already know. He just filled in the blanks. So I'm gonna just tell y'all the fill in the blank part that we don't know, okay? Now, we did not know that Clarence reached out to Chris Sales after he spread this rumor. Here's what he had to say.
They Shane reposted it, and then they want to make it a big deal, and then Clarence go DM me and some real.
So he said Clarence DM'd me, but he never dropped any receipts saying that it was true. Maybe in this video there would be some receipts dropped, but I won't believe it until I see receipts. Just saying.
I just talking shit, so I said okay.
Oh, he DM'd you, you said?
Yeah, so I'm like, now I'm about to drop receipts and boom, drop that bitch.
What he said in the DM?
He just said, bro, stop talking about me. Lame.
And if he did say that, what's wrong with that, bro? Like, you got my girl and the mother of my kids name in your mouth consistently, and now you over here talking about motherfuckers is cheating and stuff with all these I heard, all these like assumptions, all of these he say she say type deals, you know? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Okay, bet you got to see how lame I really am.
He also said that Queen Naja has been ignoring him since all of this has happened.
He's talking to his mom and stuff.
Yeah, we communicate. And shit.
Y'all cool? Or y'all just like, it's just straight up? Like,
You mad at me right now because of that shit? What's the shit?
She mad at me right now because of this. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. You're over here trolling this girl, and it ain't even trolling. You're bullying and picking on this girl and her family. And you got the nerve to be like, she mad at me right now. Right now, bruh. Crazy.
Other than that, would be cool. Would be cool.
Y'all ain't cool.
Does your baby mother say anything to you, or she's just like ignoring you?
I can tell she's loving because she at the end. I mean, I messaged her. I texted her that she told my son some shit I ain't never told before. And I'm like, yo, I don't appreciate you telling my son this. She ain't say nothing back. Cause daddy.
This nigga said, I don't appreciate you telling my son this, and she ain't say nothing back. How about I don't appreciate you speaking on a relationship that has nothing to do with you online? How about I don't appreciate you saying all this stuff to my kid on about why we not together and all this stuff, your one-sided opinion of it? How about all of that? Like, he's doing all this talking, but he got the nerve to tell somebody what he don't appreciate them talking about. Come on.
You know, daddy was adopted. I know your mom told you, I should have told you that. I should.
So you mad? So he mad because Queen told him that he was adopted, but he could have done that and didn't. Maybe if he's asking questions, she can give him answers. Like, you don't want to give him answers. Why can't she? And why is this online? I don't. This dude is a clown.
I told you that. I don't know why she would tell you something that was personal.
I don't know why she would tell you something that was personal. This man Chris is deluded, bro.
I wanted to have that conversation with you, but And then I could tell she was in her feelings because she usually send him clothes. And she's like, I'm not sending you no clothes. I have to go buy her clothes.
I mean, that's a fact. And it ain't even for real her being her feelings. Maybe it's just a boundary. Like, you're his father as well. As a mother, you know what I'm saying? And you have the father in the kid's life. Why are they not able to buy the kid clothes? When I used to go to my dad's house, sometimes my mom would send clothes, sometimes she wouldn't. My dad, he's a mechanic, and he's real outdoorsy, so my mom knew, like, if she sent me over there with clothes, they're just going to get dirty and messed up. So my dad had clothes at his house for me to wear. He still has clothes at his house for all my other siblings to wear. Like, you don't have to give your kid clothes to go to their other parents' house. That other parent should have clothes for them. Why is that a problem?
Petty.
How is that petty? This bitch is getting on my nerves.
But I ain't doing man. I feel her. Shit, I feel her.
Yeah, I feel her too.
Yeah.
Now, real quick, I just want to jump to this part real quick because this has been a mystery for a very long time. Now, a couple of years ago when Legend was born, there was an incident that happened between Clarence and Miss Reva, but the situation was exposed by people that didn't like Queen, the blog pages that didn't like Queen, and a lot of people were wondering how did this information get back to them, because we know Queen and Clarence didn't tell them. So now it was who was talking to the blogs. So Chris kind of slipped up in the middle of this conversation and told who allegedly told him, wow. Which I think after he found out, he was the one that told the blogs, allegedly. This is my theory. But here's what he had to say regarding Clarence not liking Queen's mom.
Wait, how do you know that Clarence doesn't like her mom though?
And like all of these questions, mind you, I said this in that last video. All of these questions just sound like an interview. It sounds like she's interviewing him. If this motherfucker had any common sense, he would have noticed that. 1, 2, he is too happy to be talking bad about Queen, Clarence, and her family. Like, he's too happy to, because he's telling a complete stranger that he initially tried to smash, because that's what the whole beginning of this video was about, him trying to smash. You should have heard the way they was talking, bro. Like, as a partner, I could never ask my significant other to do something like this. And the way that she was just so comfortable doing it blows my mind. Like, this couple is weird, bro.
So it's over social media. Like, they even argued at the hospital, and then I'm still cool with her, like her brother too.
Because I don't really be in tune like that, but like the hospital when she gave birth or something.
Yeah, she was giving birth.
That man had to put his hand on the camera so y'all know he was recording.
And Claire said her mom got into it, like all type of shit, but.
Now, let me tell y'all the rest because I'm pretty sure y'all don't want to hear this from Chris Sales. So, of course, he started talking about Queen because she said, do you miss Queen? He said no. He said sometimes he do think about certain moments because people constantly bring up her name. So it's like he can't run away from the situation. But do he regret cheating on Queen?
Do you ever like regret cheating and stuff like that?
No. Oh, hell no.
No, hell no. I don't regret cheating on her. Like, there's no way I could take responsibility for cheating and take responsibility for all the pain and hurt it caused her with me cheating on her. There's no way I'm going to take responsibility for that.
Crazy, bro. Like, I broke up with her plenty of times.
He said that Queen was very insecure in the relationship, and he felt like she got that from her mom, Miss Reva. Now, he started going in about Miss Reva.
And at first it was cute, like, nah, baby, you look good. You feel me? The first, you know how you gonna love. Nah, baby, you look good. Like, I love your body. But 3 years go by, you doing the same shit, like, every day. Like, it's the thing, but she get it from her mom, though, because her mom is insecure. Okay. And she just picked up that habit from her mom, which I understood that because I moved there with her mom. So, like, I understood, like, once I, like, see her family and I see the way she act, I understood where she got her bad habits from. And her mom, I don't know if you ever seen her mom before. Her mom is real big. I don't know if you've seen her. Yeah, but her mom, like, obese, like big as fuck. She just got her insecurities from her mom. So that shit was a turn on. So, like, that's not.
This man Chris, bro, like he does not, it's like he don't recognize that the way he says things and the words that he chooses to use creates more of a problem. Like, he did not have to say half of the shit that he said on this interview, because it was a fucking interview, right? He didn't have to say half of the stuff that he said, bro. At this point, it's like he just wants to tell anybody that he can how bad of a people they are and just drag them and dog them out to anybody. Because, like, imagine if he did this with all the other exes that he had, all the other girls that he was messing with, and that could be a reason why they had, you know, didn't like Queen, or they had these opinions about Queen. And that's another thing too, bro. I hate when people create opinions about people based off of somebody else's opinion. They don't know them. They don't take the time to get to know them. They don't do their research. They don't do nothing. They just run with, oh, I heard this person was this, I'm going to run with it. You know what I mean?
If a female is insecure, like, I know it's hard to work on that type of shit, but, like, that's just the turn on. That's not going to make your...
But was you, like, you was, like, building her up, though, like, her confidence?
Yeah, you should always build her up.
So here's the thing. I seen the original video, right? So right now he's saying, yeah, I used to always build her up. But literally before this, like maybe 5 minutes before this, he said, I know I used to tear her down. I used to tear her down. If you know you used to tear her down, why are you saying that I always built her up? You just got caught in a lie right there. And he's such a fucking... Anyway, he can't see that. He can't see that. Like, you might have used to build her up when y'all was, like, in high school, when y'all met or whatever, but, like, you started tearing her down. He's talking about her insecurities and how it stems from her mom. I said this in the other video, too, but where Queen was at, right, she was a minority. There wasn't that many people that looked like her where she grew up. She grew up around a bunch of black people. Just like me, I grew up around a bunch of black people. I'm also black. So, like, I grew up around people of my own color. I grew up around white people, Hispanic people, Asian people, like, all kinds of people, Hawaiians, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I can, like, where I was at, it was like a mix. Like, there was majority black, but there was also a mix of other people. So, I never felt out of place or, you know, wasn't around people of my own entity. Now, where I'm at in Texas now, it's majority white people. So, like, I'm the minority in this area that I'm at. And if I wasn't raised in an area where I had diversity or I had people like myself, then I might have felt the same way when it came to white people. But thankfully, I was around a whole bunch of other people. But with Queen, her being around a bunch of black people, there's nobody there like her. She probably got picked on a lot. I know she said she got picked on a lot for her hair and her skin complexion and her features. Because I can't completely, I think she's like Arabian also. It's one of them. Like, she's Arabian, I think, and black. So, like, she's lighter than everybody in her family. She was lighter than everybody else in her town. And when you're in a minority somewhere, the majority is going to look down upon you. Like, that's just what they do. So, of course, she probably was insecure because she probably had a bunch of people always talking about the way she looked and this and that and the third. So it's like, bro, as a partner, it's not hard to uplift your spouse. It's not hard to tell them that they're pretty. It's not hard to give them some comfort. If you made her feel comfortable, she wouldn't be insecure. You see how she is now with Clarence? People talk so much shit about Clarence, but Queen has been the most secure I've ever seen. And I used to watch Chris and Queen. I watched Clarence and Queen. I watched all of them. So it's like, you can see from how when her and Chris were done, when she first met Clarence to now, how things have changed for her. She was still insecure when she met Clarence. Clarence had to help heal her from her past. He had to make her feel safe in her femininity. He had to make her feel comfortable to the point where now she knows she the shit and can't nobody tell her different. And it shows on her aura. It shows on the pictures she take, the way she dressed, the way she moved, the way she talked, the way she looked. It shows. So at the end of the day, one man can make you feel small. One man can treat you like you're replaceable and treat you like there's other people out here who can do better than you and be better than you. And they can do all of that. And then another man can uplift you, can heal you, can show you that you're worthy, can give you words of affirmation, like she said in her song. He can do that and help build your confidence, and that's exactly what Clarence did. That's another way that Clarence and Chris are different.
It could have been you playing a part. You could have played a part in, her feeling out with you.
And bro, just from watching this shit, like the actual video, this was the smartest thing this girl has ever said this entire video, because she was wilding, bro. If my girl talking to another dude talking about riding them and shit, that would piss me off. That just lets you know the kind of relationship these people have.
Now, he also goes on to say the real reason why they broke up wasn't because of the cheating. It was because of Queen's mom, Miss Reva. She was always in their business. She was always trying to control Queen and her money, trying to control her and want her to live with her.
What money? Because from my understanding, from Queen's mouth, Queen had no money. From my understanding, all the money went to Chris's account and he handled it the way he wanted to. From my understanding, when Queen and Chris had finally broke up, she didn't have anything besides what she made on her YouTube channel that wasn't even getting that much like followers, promotions, or nothing. Chris is still using the Chris and Queen channel that has millions of views, revenues, all this stuff, but he has not earned that on his own. So it's like, what the hell is he talking about? He's just talking out his ass at this point.
Her and do things for her. And Chris felt like she had a family. She was married. Why are you always trying to do what your mom says? It was almost like Queen didn't really grow up. She was still depending on what her mom said. And Chris said he got tired of it because it made him feel like he was just not dating her, but he was dating her and her mom.
I understand that because I had an ex like that. So I completely can understand that part of not feeling like your partner's not growing up the same way that you have. But at the end of the day, bro, it's like she didn't have her father. She didn't know her father. All she knew was her mother. And obviously she didn't feel comfortable enough with you to just rely on you for everything. So she also relied on her mother. Like, that's another thing people don't understand either. If you make your partner feel comfortable enough to rely on you, they will. If they feel comfortable enough to not seek outside, and I mean like from family's help, then they will. I've seen it. There were plenty of people who were real, family oriented when they got into a relationship and they trusted their partner. They knew they could rely on them. They were comfortable with their partner and they set boundaries between their family and their relationship. And it's the same shit she did with Clarence. Obviously, she feels comfortable enough and she can rely on Clarence enough to where she can set those boundaries between her family and her relationship. But Chris wasn't man enough to do that. Like, as the man, you're the head of the household. You're supposed to be able to take care of your family. Obviously, he was lacking in places that he doesn't want to admit. So it's easy to put all the blame on the woman or the person that's very family oriented. It's very easy to put the blame on them because you don't want to look deeper into yourself. You get what I'm saying?
So he was over the situation way before they even started YouTube. They were really supposed to break up, but the YouTube kind of prolonged the situation a lot longer.
Because of money. And I said this before too. If you're not secure in your relationship, if you don't feel like you're going to be with this person forever, do not make a YouTube channel. Because just like he said, you're not going to be able to escape from that person. Nowadays, people see YouTube, they see money. YouTube, money. It's a lot easier to grow as a couples channel than it is as an independent creator. Like me, I've had relationships where I could have made a YouTube channel, and we decided that it wasn't the best because we knew that we were not as secure in the relationship as we thought we were. So it's like being able to realize these things and then being able to work on them. It says a lot, bro. And he's not one of them. He wanted the money. He wanted the fame. He knew that they can get popping real quick doing this couples thing. So he held on, right? He held on to the ride, the YouTube ride, so that he could make bank, become famous, become noticed. And he knew it would be easy. it was a lot easier for them with YouTube than it would have been if they would have both done separate channels or something like that.
Than he expected, because they were making money, and the only way they could make money is if they were together. So,
which is cap. There's plenty of ways to make money, bro. It's easy money if you're together. It's easier, let me say that. But it's not the only way you can make money. There's so many different ways people come out here making money. Why was Queen working 3 jobs and he wasn't? That's a big question that he has still refused to answer. Same thing, bro. You got your girl working 3 jobs, you not working. That's wild to me. Like, who's really the man in the relationship? Who's really the provider? And you see, like, when Queen left, how that YouTube channel went. For a little bit, he was still doing good because he was riding on the hype of, you know, her not saying nothing. So, like, he you know, it's like she wasn't talking about nothing. She didn't say nothing. People were having questions. They wanted to know what was going on, so they were still tuning into the channel. Then he started dropping them crazy songs. People was tuning in. He started doing these, like, why Queen left, this, that, and the third, tuning in. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, after a while, when they realized that Queen moved on, the views dropped, fam. It went from, like, 1 million views in one day, and it started slowly declining until it just declined. And it has never gotten back up to that point, like, ever.
So initially, they were supposed to be done a long time ago. If anything, YouTube kind of just prolonged the situation a lot longer. So when they did break up, YouTube was trying to process it, but he already processed it a long time ago because him and Queen were pretty much done.
He was cheating on Queen as well, though. He was still making YouTube videos with Queen while cheating on Queen. I mean, you can tell the dynamic was off just by how Queen was looking in the videos and how she was moving. So, I mean, there was a lot that goes into it, bro. And once again, we only are hearing what he's saying about why they broke up. We're not hearing nothing else. For Queen said it was because of the cheating and the embarrassment and the abuse. We're not going to forget about the abuse, are we, people? That's what Queen said. All of that. Nobody believes she was abused until Parker. Everybody keep asking what happened to Parker. Whatever, we forgot about Parker. We forgot about the other chick. Was it Sweetie or some shit? All them other girls? Like, come on, bro.
He was tired of the insecurities. He was tired of Miss Reva. He was tired of her family butting into their situation. And the reason why he ended up talking about Clarence is because he was saying that now Clarence see what he was going through. And the only difference is that Queen learned that if she doesn't step back and allow herself to live her own life, that she will lose Clarence too.
I don't think that's the only reason, bro. I like everything I said before all of that. That's why I think that's the reason. Because he made her feel secure. He made her feel like they will last. Like, he moved and did things differently to Chris. That's why I think it's the reason. He don't sit there and beat on her. He don't sit there and mentally abuse her. Like, you know, of course, couples have their spouts and they're not going to be happy all the time. But I highly doubt that Clarence talks to Queen the way that Chris does.
The way she lost Chris. This is his analogy, okay?
Yeah,
this is what he said.
flawed.
You know, I broke that down for y'all so y'all ain't have to listen to that. Y'all leave y'all comments down below. Let me know what y'all thinking. Until next time, peace.
So do you think like Queen been knew about the situation, or she just found out like everybody else?
She probably told us like everybody else.
Bro, like, why is you so comfortable talking about Queen to this random?
I kind of feel bad a little bit because Queen was trying to keep this perfect.
I don't want to hear this shit, bro. He over here talking about Queen want to try to keep this perfect relationship and da-da-da-da-da. But why the fuck does it matter? Why do you care about what your ex got going on with her new dude? Why is you all invested in it? Like, what is the point, my G? What is the point? This guy needs some help. He needs therapy. He needs some mental help. He needs something. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below, bro. And this is the 3rd time I'm going to say it, probably the 4th. But let me know what y'all want me to do with that video. If you want me to cut out the last 20 minutes. And, you know, make a part 1 and then redo it with a part 2. I got somewhere to go real quick. Got a little kid birthday party to go to. Support one of my dogs. So until next time.